The Chalcedon Foundation presents Sermons in 1st and 2nd Corinthians, written by R.J. Rushdoony, narrated by Nathan F. Conkey. Forward. Dr. Rousas John Rushdoony was very deliberate in selecting biblical texts he believed he was prepared to teach upon, and this was true for both the Old and New Testaments. We can chart his course over the decades, landing at long last at the final commentary he was able to complete, the volume you now hold in your hands that hails from the years 1998 to 2000. Besides Thy Kingdom Come studies in Daniel and Revelation from 1970, only 2 biblical commentaries by Dr. Rushdoony were published in his lifetime, Romans and Galatians, 1997, and the Gospel of John, 2000. All the rest were published posthumously as if they were intended for a people not yet born, Psalm 22 verse 31. Starting in 1959, dozens of other major books and projects were prioritized for publication ahead of his biblical commentaries, but Dr. Rushdoony had no doubt that their time would one day come. His commentaries cover 35% of the Old Testament and 33% of the New Testament, and the material they cover show that he was purposeful in the choices he made. He was concerned about material that was given short shrift, from seminary to pulpit to pew, and which was minimized to the church's ultimate hurt. Standing in the scholarly gap to equip committed believers to grasp neglected parts of Scripture, not the least of which was the entire Pentateuch, Genesis through Deuteronomy, became one of the most important actions Dr. Rushdoony had undertaken. Correcting misconceptions and replacing faulty theology with sound biblical faith and a fully orbed orientation was equally important in dealing with sloganized spans of Scripture, such as the Sermon on the Mount. The choice to write on the 2 Corinthian letters by St. Paul addresses both concerns: overcoming neglect/ignorance and correcting misconceptions or errors, but with a distinctive perspective vis-à-vis the church that St. Paul dealt with. For Dr. Rushdoony, the traditional resources he used, commentaries by Hodge, Goudet, Osheide, Morris, Conselman, Lenski, Evans and Thrall, serve merely as the starting point for discussion. They simply anchor.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?